It will be a challenge, but it will be fun along the way.
It is going to be a very, very unique and very, very special car.
Oh, it's massive. Really excited for this one. Obviously, it's going to be a lot different to any of the other builds that I've done.
Working with a global brand, producing a one-off car like this is a massive opportunity for GBS.
MOTUL, one of the global partners and global leaders of the lubricant industry, are going to be part of every single bit of this finished build.
Everything that we can customise on this one will be customised. It's going to look fantastic.
All the oils used in the manufacture of the car, in the shock absorbers, in the brake fluid, in the engine, everything's all from MOTUL, so the car is MOTUL made.
MOTUL itself isn't just about engine oil. We're a lubricants manufacturer, and we cast, drill and fill every part of this car, from the making of it, from the casting is using MOTUL lubricants, the drilling process and the componentry is MOTUL lubricants, and finally once the engine is built, MOTUL lubricants are going into the engines.
Everything's designed in-house, right from initial concept, sketches, through to the CAD, then onto the machines. Then from the machining side, we do all our own chassis. We start raw lengths of steel tube, sheet metal, whether that be steel or aluminium. That's all profile cut, folded. All the box section and tube in the chassis are all cut. Then it goes into the jig to form the chassis structure, which is all powder coated. Then all the aluminium traditional bodywork goes on, which is all bonded to the chassis. Then we also make our own shock absorbers for the car, brake calipers, front hubs, sumps on the engines, fuel caps, numerous other little machine components that all just add to the overall vehicle. The machines are exceptionally high tech, but they're nothing without the correct lubricant. Using the correct cutting fluid within the machine, the efficiency, the finished product is second to none. The actual fluids that we use in engineering the car are key to it, whether that is cutting the raw steel, whether that be the box section or the tube that goes into exhaust. We use a cutting fluid, which is key.
The quality of an oil in an engine has all the difference to how that engine performs, and when it comes to racing, we're talking temps, and if an engine can help deliver that temps a second, it's a difference between winning a championship. For your average going road car, again, it's massively important for fuel efficiencies, lifetime of the engine.
British F4 came to Neil Brown's maybe 4 years ago because they were seeing a lot of differences in the parity of the performance of the engine. We see a lot of heat soak in the engines. This will break down and degrade the oil. And fortunately, the MOTUL 300V, through some longevity testing that we'd done on the dyno cells and with some race teams, we could see that there's a drop-off in temperatures from the 300V range. So it made good sense to go down that road. So we knew that we wouldn't be degrading the oil, seeing molecules spliced, which would have an effect on the bearings of the engine, the longevity of the engine, and ultimately the performance.
300V range is our competition oil specs, which has been developed on the racetrack with race cars and different engine disciplines over a sustained period of time, and has become one of the most recognisable motorsport oils for competitors to use.
Formula 4, we are the amalgamated lubricant for the series this year and going forward. BTCC, we're involved with many engines within the BTC pack. Over 80% are either racing with our lubricant, or we've actually had it factory fitted or test bedded with it. And all that knowledge and all that interest is going to be placed into basically the GBS MOTUL-EDITION project. The
engine going into the GBS MOTUL-EDITION chassis is going to be a Ford Duratec 2.5 litre engine. The engine was chosen because of the synergy with the British F4 Championship. It runs a Ford 1.6 EcoBoost engine, so it made sense to choose an engine from the Ford family of engines, as MOTUL are now the lubricant sponsor and the mandated lubricant for the British F4 Championship.
We're posing a bit of a competition to help design the livery of the car, so how that will look. And then our reveal will be at the Silverstone Classic Show, or the Classic Silverstone Show this year, where we will show the car to the public in press.
but we're under a tight schedule because this car's got to be finished, ready, timed, tested, tracked, make sure it's working.
We're on a tight one with this one really, as everything is handmade here. So we'll make it all on site. The panels are all fitted by hand. There's no big machines that will bond the panels on for you. Obviously that's done by hand as well. Everything that's bent is done by hand. All the bonnets, the scuttles, the back panels, all done by hand.
So not only have we got to get the car done, we've got to get the car to Silverstone, we've got to get this design done from the competition, and then we've got to get the design wrapped and put into position, ready for that first parade, which is going to be fairly special as well, with 50 cars all related to 300V through the 50 years of MOTUL.